Hi Gemini, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to 2023. This has been a interesting year last year of 2022, and 2023 is not going to disappoint. Lots of dynamic energy. We are actually starting off January with Mars and Mercury retrograde, which to me means that make sure you are really fluid with your goal setting. Make sure you're able to kind of bob and weave as the year progresses on, because anytime you set too rigid of goals, you're not going to feel like you can attain them, and then you're just going to give up. Okay, so keep that in mind, Gemini. We do have Mars retrograde in your sign, but Mars will turn direct in your sign by mid-month, so that is really great news. Okay, Gemini, if you haven't already liked, subscribed, commented, given me a thumbs up on Scorpio Soul Time, I would appreciate that. 2022 was a good year for Scorpio Soul Time as I grew and was able to, try some new things. But please let me know in the description below if there's something that doesn't resonate with you. If you have suggestions on how this information and content could be better, just let me know. Okay, Gemini, so we're actually going to use a new deck today. It's actually called the Gold Foil Tarot, and you can see how it kind of has a holographic tinge to it, so I really love it. And it really is, each card has its own different light-catching holographic pieces to it, so I really love it. So I thought it was a good deck to start off a new year. All right, Gemini, so what we're going to do is pull 2 cards for each week of the month. Please take a look in the description below. It will highlight all the important dates for January, okay? All right, Gemini, so for the first week, we have the Emperor. Wow, if you aren't starting off the year on the right note, I don't know who is. Like that Emperor, that's a pretty fantastic card to come out that first week of the month. And you also have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So possibly something at work, learning a new trade, learning some new skills. Second week of the month, 8 of Wands. Lots of information flying, things going on in your life, and the Ace of Pentacles. So beautiful energy so far, Gemini. Lots of, this is resources, money possibly coming in, possibly getting a raise or news of a raise. So that's really good to see. By the time we get to the third week, you have the Queen of Cups in the upright position, as well as the 3 of Wands. So possibly needing to make some type of decision. Who else just got this? I believe right before you all was Taurus. Taurus received the 3 of Wands as well the third week of the month. So if you have any placements in Taurus, you may want to look at their video as well. Fourth week of the month, you do have the Hierophant in the upright position, and you have the Hermit in reverse. Okay, Gemini, so you all have probably had one of the most positive readings thus far. It really looks like some really positive movement as you move throughout the month, possibly some money resources coming in. And it looks to me like you're going to take some time out by the time you end the month, possibly doing some introspective work with that Hermit. But let's take a look at your month and see how this is going to fare for you. So love seeing the Emperor card at the beginning, Gemini, because to me that looks like you really feel in control. You are able to set new goals. I think it helps that you all have Mars in your sign for so long, because many of you have been able to take advantage of maybe if in the past you didn't feel like you had the courage or wanting to step up to something. It feels like now you're feeling a lot more take charge in you. I feel like that 3 of Pentacles definitely suggests that you are learning a new trade, taking some new courses, but there is this definite energy of you feeling more in charge and being able to really level up for this new month and new year. So I think that's really beautiful energy, Gemini. So Gemini, by the time we get to the second week of the month, we do have the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So lots of information, lots of news coming in. I feel like this is really work and career related. By the time you get to that second week of January, you do have the Sun conjunct Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, as well as Venus squaring the nodes, and Mars goes direct on January 12th. So I really feel like since you all have that Mars in your sign, this really feels like what that Mars is, like energy, going, action, like that is Mars. And so I feel like, you know, just be really cognizant of like your energy levels throughout the month, Gemini, because this can also lead to burnout. So just beware of like too many things happening, too many things going on. But with this Ace of Pentacles, don't be surprised if you all have some money news that comes in, a raise, something at your work. Something sounds really positive is going to be occurring. Some type of information is going to come in about your resources in that second week. By the time we get to the third week of the month, we have the Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands in reverse. You're kind of looking and assessing where you're at in the month, but I also feel like this is now where you're goal setting. You're now kind of thinking about what is it that you want to achieve this year, especially around your career, around your work. By the time we get to that third week of the month, we do have the Sun moving into Aquarius. So I do feel like there's this energy of you maybe taking some time out for yourself and really just getting clear on what kind of emotional support or help you may either require or maybe you're able to give someone else, okay? And Gemini, you round out the month with the Hierophant in reverse and the Hermit in, or the Hierophant in the upright and the Hermit in reverse. And to me, ending the month with two major arcana cards definitely suggests that there's some major influences that could happen. This could be at your job or your workplace. And I feel like you're needing to take some time out for yourself. I think that January is going to be a very dynamic month for everyone, but you all especially, it feels like with that Hermit card, take some time for yourself. Make sure you really collect yourself and figure out what goals you're trying to achieve by month's end. This energy also suggests with that Hierophant, like you may be asked to step up to take on a different role, especially with that Emperor card at the beginning of the month. I feel like you're going to probably either be asked to maybe learn some new skills with that Three of Pentacles to be able to level up to a higher position, or maybe you're going to be, like I said, offered a raise, but it will come at a price. So really be really think through that, Gemini, and make sure that's what you want to do. I feel like that Hermit card is suggesting take some time for yourself. Don't just like run at the first thing that comes at you. If your boss is offering you a raise, do remember that it could come with like later hours, you know, not seeing your family as much, whatever, you know, the work-life balance might not be there. So just keep that in mind. Okay, Gemini, I hope you all have a great 2023 ahead. January looks very dynamic. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs, and I'll talk to you later.